Hello Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Battle Stadium Singles video here on iStarly TV. This is part of my Road to Master series where I try to climb the online ranked Battle Stadium Singles ladder. And today we have a brand new team, as per usual, with a brand new restricted legendary Pokemon. I mean, it's not brand new, but you know, it's new to the format and it's new on my channel because I haven't built a team around it yet. So yeah, it's a new team featuring this Pokemon, which is Eternatus. So I think I'm just going to start by talking about Eternatus. This moveset is pretty interesting. It's kind of weird. Eternatus is an interesting Pokemon. Its stats are really good and its typing is also pretty powerful. The funny thing is, I feel like in previous generations, or rather the previous generation, because it was new in Sword and Shield, a lot of the teams that featured Eternatus were like stall teams. They were like very stall oriented. I think because of its stats and its typing, as well as the fact that it has access to recover. I mean, it is an offensive Pokemon, but it does also have a massive HP stat and pretty good defenses. So I don't know. I'm using it on an offensive team and we're just gonna kind of see how it goes. The EVs are pretty unique as well. It's max special attack with a modest nature, and then just enough speed, I think, to outspeed. Oh, in all honesty, like I calced it so that it outspeeds certain things. I don't remember exactly what those are at the moment because I made this team like a week or so ago, and I've been making a lot of different teams. But there's a reason for the speed EVs, and then the rest of it is in HP. And we've got Meteor Beam with Power Herb. So the goal here is to use Meteor Beam, which will boost my special attack. It's usually a 2-turn move, but Power Herb makes it so that it only needs 1 turn of charge, and it fires off a really powerful attack. I think it's like 140 base power rock type move, special attack. And then the other moves are also really good. Dynamax Cannon is just a 100 base power dragon move, which is really powerful. You know, Sludge Wave is stab as well, and then Flamethrower. So really good coverage here. And then we've got Terra Fairy mainly for something like Koraidon, because against Koraidon, they could just go like for a dragon move like Outrage or something, and we can go Terra Fairy to nullify that. And on the front side, you know, before Terastallizing, we also resist a lot of pretty much most of the common moves that Koraidon would go for. So pretty good threat here. Basically, Eternatus is really good against non-legends, but against the restricted legends, you do have to kind of play to your outs and stuff like that. I'm not sure Eternatus is very good against Calyrex, to be honest, because it hits really, really hard against us and it's faster than us. So that's something to keep in mind if you want to borrow this team and try it out for yourself. So I tried to mitigate that by using other Pokemon that I think are good against Calyrex to begin with. So that's why the rest of my team looks the way it does. Like almost everything else on my team is kind of good against Calyrex in some way. And Eternatus is not particularly, but the rest of the team is a bunch of Pokemon I've been using. I mean, no, actually Espeon's kind of the only one that I've been using very often, and I have it on pretty much all of my teams. I'll try to build a team without it, but I just love it, and it's been working really well. And whenever I think about the enemy like setting up Stealth Rock, I'm always like, oh well, Espeon's really good against most Stealth Rock Pokemon in the meta, and it's just really good in general. People don't expect it, it's really strong, so I can't stop using it. And then we've got, going back to the top, Assault Vest Primarina. When I built this team on Showdown, I honestly had a max HP, max defense Primarina with Calm Mind and Protect and Leftovers, but I honestly took a lot of time raising this Eternatus because I was running out of resources. So this was the first Primarina I had available, so honestly I just threw it on the team. Hopefully it still carries us. With Assault Vest, it'll be a little bit better at taking hits against Calyrex, and it also just hits really hard, so hopefully that'll help. Fluttermane's good. Oops, my controller hit my table because I was shrugging. Fluttermane is good, period. You know, no more commentary necessary. That rhymed, I didn't mean for it. And then we've got Rillaboom just as another Pokemon that can, you know, do stuff. If I can Terastallize against Koraidon, maybe I can be okay against it, but we also have a lot of damage in the form of Acrobatics. Grassy Glide is good against like Calyrex just for some priority damage as well. It's good against Fluttermane. And then finally we have Garganacl, which is really good against Calyrex because its ability naturally makes it effectively resist Ghost, which is good. And I am running max HP, max special defense. This is kind of an oldie that we're bringing back. This was like one of the solid Pokemon from the very beginning of Scarlet and Violet Battle Stadium singles, and we're bringing it back now. So there's the team. Try it out for yourself. There's the code. Let's get to those games. And here we have our game number 1. My opponent has Calyrex, which is probably the Pokemon I'm most afraid of. I mean, Calyrex and Koraidon are both just so strong. They're both terrifying in their own way. I think that makes the meta really interesting, not in a great way, but it's like there's 2 really good Pokemon that each have very unique counters, and they're both insanely powerful. So it's kind of hard to have a single Pokemon that's good against both of them, I guess, unless you're running one of them yourself. But I probably do want to bring Eternatus here. Primarina looks good, but they do also have Water Ogerpon, which is really good against Primarina. They also have Mimikyu, which I do not like. This does kind of look like a team where Espeon kind of struggles, so I'm not sure I want to bring it. Landorus is also really annoying here. I think I like Flutter main, but I don't want to lead with it. This might be weird, but I think I'm going to lead Primarina and then I guess bring Garg in the back. I don't know. This is weird. This is a tough one. I mean, once again, like, Calyrex is just a nightmare. And of course, I haven't used Calyrex yet. I mean, I've been kind of putting it off just because I know it's so strong. So I'm like, I know it's going to be really good whenever I use it. So I'm just kind of putting it off to whenever I build a team around it. I already know it's going to be solid. I used Koraidon at the very beginning, even though Koraidon's also kind of like that, where it's really strong. Just kind of thinking like, oh, well, I mean, this is the first time we can use Koraidon in a competitive meta. So I just was excited to try it, and I knew it would be good. My opponent's trainer card was pretty cool, though, with the shiny Mimikyu. They lead Landorus, which I was kind of hoping for because I actually lead Primarina here. So let's go ahead and I think probably just fire off a Sparkling Aria right away. I could also predict a switch here and go for Moonblast. By the way, sorry if you can hear the people working outside. Of course, as soon as they usually don't work around this time, and of course, as soon as I start recording a video, the leaf blowers turn on. Moonblast. I could go Moonblast. I'm gonna go Aria here. It's just kind of like the most. Yeah, I guess I was gonna. As I was saying that, I was about to say it's probably the most obvious move. So I probably shouldn't have gone for it. But you know, they're probably gonna go Ogerpon here. For what it's worth, if they were to go into Ogerpon here, it would at least give me information. But no, they actually go into Mimikyu, which I'm happy about because we're going to break that disguise. I do think Mimikyu typically runs... I feel like most Mimikyus these days probably run Curse. So that's something I should keep in mind. But I think I'll just go Moonblast. I wonder if they have Curse Pain Split, I wonder if Psycho Noise or Psychic Noise prevents the healing from Pain Split. It might. But either way, I'm just going to go Moonblast. It's like my safest move. They don't really have a good switch into it. And if they just stay in, they're going to take some good damage. Mimikyu's not extremely strong, and Primarina does have solid bulk all around, so I don't think they'll knock me out here, whatever they go for. And if they happen to Terrasilize, I'm fine with that as well. Whoa! Critical hit. Critical hit, huh, everyone? Get that crit counter ready, everyone. I think Garg seems like a good switch here. If I go Eternatus, they might just be faster than me. I think I might actually be faster than them. Barely, but is it worth it? It might be. Just go Garg. I think Garganacl's just good against, like, their whole team. I guess one Pokemon I'd be afraid of is Ogerpon. But if I can get up a +2 defense... Okay, I guess I should have expected this as well. Yeah, it's kind of obvious on my part. And they probably do have Pain Split. Usually Curse Pain Split Mimikyu doesn't run Play Rough. I could be wrong. They might have Protect, which would be annoying, but I'm just going to go Salt Cure here. Salt Cure here. But this is going to force me to go Eternatus. I probably should have just gone into Eternatus from the get-go. Kind of a rough start here. They go Shadow Claw, which I know is going to do nothing. I guess they forgot about my ability. Or maybe they thought I would switch or something. I think now... I know I'm cursed. Which is really, really annoying. I think now I'm gonna Salt Cure. I don't know, dude. It's just so annoying. It's like Garganacl's probably my best bet against Calyrex. I mean, not necessarily. If I can knock out Mimikyu here and then knock out Landorus with Eternatus, which I'm honestly not certain I will. Oh, they switch. That's really surprising. Is it Calyrex? It is Calyrex. Okay. Getting some damage on it is nice, but here's the big problem, and this is one of the thousands of reasons why Calyrex is so good. It's just, you can't let it kill you. You can't let it knock out any of your Pokemon, because then it gets that special attack boost, and then it just snowballs. So if I go into Eternatus now, I probably survive a hit. I think I lose at this point. If I go into Eternatus now, I probably survive a hit, but then they are faster than me, so the following turn, they will, oh, maybe I should have Terrassalized. But the following turn, they are going to kill me, right? So I can't take 2 hits. And then if I stay in here, they're likely to kill me, but then they get the special attack boost. So when I go into Eternatus, they're gonna, you know, probably kill me then. So oh, wow. I actually survived that. Wow. I mean, I know that my ability, you know, basically makes me resist Ghost, but I'm surprised that that did so little, like, because I was already so low. So this is actually pretty nice, because we're racking up damage on them. I mean, they're racking up damage on me. If they hadn't gone for that curse, like, we would be winning this exchange. But at the same time, we know that we survive another Astral Barrage here. I wonder if I go Salt Cure again just to get off more damage. No, I'm going to recover again. They could have Giga Drain, but I don't want to Terrastalize. Also, something that could be scary is even if I survive all of this with Garganacl and Eternatus, it's possible that their Mimikyu has Shadow Sneak, which would probably kill my Eternatus later. Wow, they're still going for it. They get a crit. I was expecting that. But like I said, I am coming out of this exchange on top. Well, what it's going to come down to is I don't know. This is a tricky one. I don't think I can ever switch out though, cuz like I said, I just can't have my Eternatus take more damage. But I'm surprised that they're not going for something else. I don't know if they expected me to switch there, which is why they went for the Barrage. But as long as they don't crit me again, yeah, I like I said, I mean, I'm recovering more damage than they're doing, even with this curse. It's pretty annoying. I know it's a pretty stally portion of the battle. I can cut ahead if, you know, it gets really annoying or something. I mean, it is already annoying, but Calyrex is broken. I wonder at what point I go Salt Cure again. Either way, I'm just gonna recover now. Can Garganacl sweep this team while being cursed? If I weren't cursed, I've said this before, if I was not cursed, like, Garganacl would solo this entire team. It would easily solo the team. Wow, we're getting their Terra now. What could they be going for? Is it Terra Ghost? That's kind of a weird Terra type if it is. It's Terra Fairy, okay. Good to know. That makes it easier for us to kill them with Eternatus. Draining Kiss, okay. This should do Yeah, it does less. It does less than Astral Barrage. The downside to this is that they're recovering some health. Yeah, that's actually really, really bad. Huh. That's actually really bad. Because now it's harder for us to stall them out. Okay, here's what we're going to do, I think. Oh, man. I think I go into Eternatus now. I mean, all they need to do, though, is curse again with Mimikyu. Oh, man. I don't know. This is so annoying. Because if I stay in, they're just going to gradually recover health with Draining Kiss. Because I have a high HP stat, so they're just recovering a good portion of that. I know Eternatus has good special, or good HP. But the question is that enough for it to survive? Like, obviously it survives this, but does it survive an Astral Barrage? If it doesn't, I think I'm cooked. I think I need to go for Sludge Wave. I would love to go for Meteor Beam here, though, just to get the special attack boost. But Sludge Wave does a lot more damage, especially since they're a fairy type now. I don't think there's a world. I don't think we need to Terrasilize here. We just got to keep our fingers crossed. God, this is tough. Oh, wow, they switch. Oh, wow. What do they go into? Oh, they just let this die? That could, once again, that could help Garganacl later. So now what? They're going to go into Landorus. What do I do here? I think I'm faster than them. I mean, I could Terrasilize, but honestly, I don't think I can one-hit KO them. I think I just... Oh, man. Okay, so... Meteor Beam technically does more damage, but it could miss. I don't Terrasilize here because if I do... If I Terrasilize and kill them... Like, I'm going to kill them either way, whether I Terrasilize or not. So, I think I need to save the Terra. Because if I Terrasilize and I don't kill them, and they, like, kill me, then Garganacl cannot Terrasilize against Landorus. I don't know. I ran out of time. Okay, we don't miss. That's not... Well, actually, I guess it could still miss. Because that's just the first animation from using the move. Actually, maybe I should have... Well, because the thing is, oh my god, I did miss. Oh my god. Of course. Oh, of course. Of course. I have not been having good luck in this format. Okay. I'm probably dead now. So now I can Terrasilize, survive an Earthquake, recover, but I'm not at +2 defense anymore. Oh, and now their Astral Barrages are going to do more. I'm cooked, everyone. This is GG. I missed. Oh my god. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it was a lose. Oh wow, I just die anyway. All right. Let me check that crit, I guess. Well, they critted me in the beginning, and then I missed my move there. I'm gonna see how much that did, or I'm gonna do a couple calcs here. I don't know. I don't know what calcs to do, honestly, because Landorus is such a versatile Pokemon. Like, it could have max HP, it could have some HP and special defense investment, it could be Assault. Like, there's just so much going on there. But yeah, everyone, we're cooked. Wow, Terrapagos, interesting. Mono normal type team. You know, the thing about Terrapagos is I still don't really know exactly what it's supposed to do. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I actually should pull up some information about it here, because I don't know what it does. Like its stats or anything like that. I guess it's really bulky. I don't know. But I'm gonna bring Eternatus. Flutter Mane's nice here because, of course, they are mono normal, although they have a lot of ways to hit a ghost type. And Espeon. Something I need to be aware of is that they could have that Zoroark. Actually, Garganacl's pretty strong here, isn't it? We'll find out. They lead the Dunsparce into my Rillaboom. I don't think I have knockoff. I do have Swords Dance. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to try to do here. So I might just Swords Dance right off the bat and just try to get off more damage against them. Because I don't really know. Again, I just don't really know what they're trying to do. You really don't see the Dunsparce. I really like the Dunsparce, but you know, it's never been a good competitive Pokemon. They go Stealth Rock, that's fair. And annoying at that. Just go Glide now. I'm pretty sure Glide does more than Acro. That's annoying. I mean, I'm at +1 defense, and they're a physical attacker, so okay. Yeah, that's annoying. Into Garg, okay. I mean, we know they have Dragon Tail, so we can't really set up here. So I'm just gonna Salt Cure, just get off that residual damage on them. Body Press. Body Press is an option too, but I think I want to start with Salt Cure in case they switch, and also just racking up that damage into them is pretty cool. I'm not really too afraid of what they could do. If they Dragon Tail, maybe they'll Dragon Tail me into Eternatus and I can just kill them or something. Alright, I think I just go Meteor Beam for the damage. I don't know if it'll kill. They could be like special defense invested. But if we can kill them here, that puts us in a really good position. Okay, it finally hits. And we do kill them. Perfect. Alright, we'll take that. We finally get something going here, although kind of afraid of that Terapagos. I think it's like, it basically has multi-scale, I think. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I hate this. It's gonna be annoying, isn't it? What moves does it have? What moves does... See, I just have no idea what this thing does. I think it's just a normal type, though. We're at +1 special attack, which is nice. Sludge Wave is cool. Sludge Wave is only slightly less powerful than Dynamax Cannon, and it could poison them, so I think we're going to go with that. What does that do, dude? Does that make everything not very effective, or what? I'm rolling my eyes. I don't know why that Pokemon, like, I think it's because there's like 3 forms, like I just didn't really pay attention, like, and when you catch it in the Indigo Disc, like, you know, it's just another legendary Pokemon. It's like, whatever, like, I don't know, dude. Let me know in the comments what Terapagos does. They go Meteor Beam, okay. With Power Herb as well? Kind of weird. Thought I was the only one who knew about that. If they knock me out, I mean, there's no way for me to win. They get a critical hit. They get a critical hit. Don't they? And they're faster than me. If Ursaluna's their last Pokemon, that's pretty rough. But I think I just stay in here. Of course they got a crit, dude. Very annoying. That's 2 crits and a miss today. 2 crits and a miss. Hashtag 2 crits and a miss. What was that? What did that do? Terra Starstorm? I think that's its signature move. Let's take a look at what that does. What does it do? Wait. Damages all opposing... Oh, it's kind of stupid. I guess it's just a base 120 powered move. Go back into Boom. Wait. Is Terrain gone? I think it's gone. I think its ability... Oh, wait. Because I know it, like, removes terrain or something, but maybe that's only when it enters the battlefield or only when it terastallizes or something. Okay, maybe they go into... Yeah, okay. So, do we kill this in 2 hits? Oh, they barely survive. Man. They go Blood Moon here. Oh, man. Maybe I'll get a crit. I deserve it. Oh, it's so close. They go Blood Moon. I could die to this. Wow. And I have not yet terastallized. So, assuming they're going to go Earth Power here. I mean, if they go Earth Power, I survive it. Well, actually... I just have to hope that they just go Earth Power, because if they go Earth Power, I take a lot less damage, obviously, as a Ghost type. And then I doubt they're going to go for any of their normal moves here, because normal would hit me, because even though I'm a Ghost because of Ursaluna's ability, but I'm a Rock type, so yeah, they just go Earth Power. Oh, but that just does so much damage. And their Terapagos is so low. I don't know if I survive anything from them. We get a couple points of recovery, though, from terrain and leftovers. And again, I just don't know what this stupid thing does. It has Rock Polish, it has Terra Starstorm, which I don't think hits me, right? And I think it's a normal type, yeah. So this might kill. Oh, I guess it just hits everything, doesn't it? Is it super effective, too, while we're at it? I hate that Pokemon. I quit, everyone. I give up. No. Oh, God. Okay. All right. Well, hey, we tried. All right, let's throw one more into the mix. And my opponent has a very interesting team. Mewtwo. That's cool. And then they have Ditto, which is honestly kind of scary, as well as Noivern and Haxorus and Azumarill. So really not too sure what my opponent's trying to do here. So definitely need to be cautious with that, because this could be, you know, really scary. I do want to bring Eternatus, though. Eternatus will struggle against Mewtwo, which is scary, so I'm going to need to try to balance this out. I think Flutter Mane looks nice here. It's just really fast. It's faster than everything, and it actually hits pretty hard. But Flutter Mane doesn't enjoy going up against Azumarill, so that could be a big problem. And then I like Garganacl, but then they have Ogerpon and Azumarill, so This is a tough one. Do I ever lead with Primarina? Is Primarina a weird lead? It could be. I just don't want to lead with Flutter main, because if they lead with something that's really good against Flutter main, I'm forced to switch out. Okay, I'm running out of time here. I'm deciding on Rillaboom instead of Primarina, and I probably regret that. The problem is both Flutter main and Rillaboom are two Pokemon that I don't want to lead with because they both get a stat boost when I send them in, a one-time stat boost. And if the opponent leads with something that's good against them, then I have to switch them out, which basically makes my item obsolete. But luckily for me here, my opponent does lead with Haxorus, although of course it's definitely possible that they have like Focus Sash, they could be Terra Steel, so this could be a problem. I'm Stellar, I think I'm just gonna go Moonblast right off the bat. Of course they could be Terra Steel. If they are, I mean, it is what it is. I don't want to overpredict too early in the battle. Rillaboom would have been an okay lead here because I would get the defense boost. But, I mean, you know, Flutterbane's good against Haxorus. It's just that, once again, I feel like there's a good chance they could be Terra Steel. So I just need to account for that. Luckily, they don't Terrastalize, and I just cleanly one-hit KO them. All right. We'll take that, absolutely. I mean, again, I was also worried that they could be Focus Sash. And even if they don't have, like, Iron Head, and even if they're not Terra Steel, they're still, like, if they survive a hit from me, they're still doing massive damage with probably, like, Earthquake or something. So Haxorus is a scary Pokemon. It's just, you know, I guess not very good, sadly. I do like it. So now my opponent's thinking of what to bring in next. I definitely have the upper hand now that I've gotten a knockout, although now my opponent has the initiative to go into something that's good against Fluttermane, and they choose Ogerpon, which is interesting. Alright, I'm just gonna Mystical Fire. I don't lose anything for this, because Ogerpon, this is the Grass Ogerpon. Of course, their Terra type is Grass, which means that they're still going to be weak to Mystical Fire. Now, notably, when they Terrastalize here, they will be getting a Speed Boost, which is important. Also, something interesting is they have the... Oh, never mind. They don't have Defiant anymore. Never mind. I was going to say they have the Defiant ability, and Mystical Fire lowers special attack, so that would give them a Defiant boost. But once again, they do not have Defiant anymore. They're probably killing me here. I mean, it's a boosted Ivy Cudgel, and I am a lowly Fluttermane. So yeah, it's a clean one-hit KO, but luckily we got off a lot of damage there. Of course, once again, they have a speed boost. We need to keep that in mind. But I think we're actually just fine to go into Rillaboom here. Luckily, we have not yet Terrastalized. If their last Pokemon is... I think if their last Pokemon's Mewtwo, we have a plan for it. If their last Pokemon is Ditto, we have a plan. I think those two are probably the scariest Pokemon they could have because they could give Eternatus some trouble. But anything else, I think Eternatus and Rillaboom can handle them pretty nicely. So I'm just going to go Acrobatics here. I should be able to survive anything they go for because I do have the defense boost. And they're not going to have any super... Never mind. I was going to say they're not going to have any super effective moves for me. So obviously I was wrong about that. But they're going to U-turn here. If they go into Mewtwo, I'm pretty sure I just knock them out. Acrobatics into Grassy Glide. And the funny thing is, if they had also gone into Ditto and transformed into me, then I would just Acrobatics them and kill them. All right, that actually doesn't do very much damage at all. But I just don't really know what Mewtwo does. Do I ever Swords Dance here? I'm gonna Glide. I don't know. Okay, if we survive this hit... Wow, they have Psy Strike, which I believe Psy Strike plays off of my... Oh, they have Life Orb, but I believe Psy Strike plays off of my defense stat, which is good for me because, of course, my defense stat is boosted thanks to the Grassy Seed. So if this Grassy Glide kills, I definitely win, but of course we could get a roll here, which means that we very well could lose this still. This is a tough one, everyone. Because I think if I die here... Oh, let's see. Oh, it's so close. Oh, but I think they die to the life orb, which is huge. Because my point was, like, if I die here, when I go into Eternatus, I have to Terrastalize because otherwise they have the super effective Psy Strike for me, which could very well kill me. So I would have to Terrastalize there. And if I Terrastalize, I feel like I have a worse matchup against Ogerpon. But since it worked out the way that it did, I actually think I'm okay to just not Terrastalize. Let's see, they have U-Turn, they have Ivy Cudgel. They could have Play Rough, which would be neutral against me. They could have Knockoff, which would be neutral. They could have Rock Tomb. Yeah, I don't think there's anything they could go for that would deal massive damage to my Eternatus. And I should be able to knock them out with a Sludge Wave. Yeah, I'm going to go Sludge Wave here. I'm not going to Terrastalize. It just makes their Ivy Cudgel stronger if I do. And they're going to be faster than me, guaranteed, but Eternatus is really bulky. It's got a massive HP stat. Yeah, and this Rock Tomb does nothing. Like I said, I just don't think there's anything they can hit me with. So yeah, Eternatus is a really interesting Pokemon. Its typing is really solid, but I kind of feel like that's how things are in this meta. And it feels like that's how things have been for the duration of Scarlet and Violet Battle Stadium singles, where there are Pokemon that have really, really good typings, but then there's always something that beats them, right? And as I've said before, you know, you have the Pokemon at the top tier that are just really, really strong, and then there are Pokemon that should be good, but they're not because they simply are weak to the typical, you know, Fluttermane, Chien-Pao. If they're weak to Koraidon, if they're weak to Calyrex, like, it's almost like you can't really use... I mean, you can use them, but that's 4 Pokemon right there. Fluttermane, Chien-Pao, Koraidon, and Calyrex that are extremely fast and hit extremely hard. And if you have a Pokemon that's weak against one of their typings, you're kind of out of luck. Honestly, it was fine. Like, I know the games didn't go well, but it still felt fine. Eternatus is really strong. As always, I'm very open to suggestions, so if you have any ideas for ways to make this team better, you know, it's all a learning experience for me, and this format has felt really difficult to kind of parse, like, maybe more so than before, because there's always been, like, the top Pokemon that are really, really good and, you know, the best in the meta and everything. That's always been the case, but because the top Pokemon this time around are just so strong, it's been harder to come up with teams. And like I said, like, the 2 best restricted legends at the moment are Koraidon and Calyrex, and both of those are extremely powerful by themselves, and they both once again have very different, like, counters. So you can't just have, like, one Pokemon that is able to take on both at the same time, and so you just really need to build your team with them in mind. So it's been tough for me, honestly. I mean, we got the upper hand there against Calyrex. I guess I just need to look up the specific details, everything to do with Terapagos, but Garganacl felt fine there. I mean, I brought it in the games and it felt decent. There were situations where it was actually kind of really carrying its own weight. Espeon I already know is, like, tried and true. Like, it's been good in previous teams that I've played with it in this format, and so I you know, anticipate that'll remain the case. Fluttermane is good. I mean, I think that's a reason why Fluttermane is still the best Pokemon in the meta, because 1, it's really good, but also 1 or 2, I guess, it gets boosted by Koraidon, so it's only better alongside Koraidon, and then it's good against Calyrex as well, because it's faster than Calyrex. Well, with a booster energy or a Sun boost, it is faster, and then it can one-hit KO with Shadow Ball. So yeah, there's a lot going for Fluttermane there. Rillaboom also seemed okay there. Like, there were situations where it looked pretty solid. And I like this set. Maybe I don't really need high horsepower. There were a couple times where I wish I would have gone for, like, knockoff or something. But once again, please do let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions. But I think I'll try this team again. Maybe I'll make some changes to it, because I really like what's going on with Eternatus. Once again, it's really strong. Let me see if I can pull it up in my box. And it's also shiny, which is cool. There was an event for Sword and Shield where you could get a shiny one, but even the regular one looks really awesome. I mean, if I'm being honest, I think the regular one looks better because it's blue, and you can see there blue and pink, whereas the shiny is just kind of like all pink. So the fact that it's all one color makes it, or it's like a similar color, I guess. But yeah, this is a strong Pokemon. I think there's a lot of room to explore this one. It's really unique as well. So its typing's cool. You know, like I said, it's really, really good against non-legends, and then against some of the legends, it can hold its weight. just don't miss Meteor Beam. That's my advice. So thank you very much for watching. Yeah, please do leave a like and subscribe for more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet videos. Let me know in the comments how you are doing in this format, if you have any suggestions for other Pokemon I should try out, and everything in between. Have a great night.